Sunday morning, NASCAR Sunday, and we're going to Martinsville. Mike Mulhern from MikeMulhern.net, and this is the toughest part of the job. No, not Sunday morning race traffic, and I hate that just about as much as Sunday night race traffic, especially on two-lane country roads and whatever. Nope, it's facing up to those guys in the garage area the day after you write a story. Everybody wants to know, hey, what's it like to be a writer? Hey, the writing's the easy part. It's the waking up the next morning and going out to face the guys you just ripped face to face. That's the hard part. Anybody can write something and walk away. All those big fancy newspapers and big fancy magazines write a story the way they want to, and you never see them again. Me, I gotta show up the next day and take my medicine. Hey, part of the job. Just part of the job. Sunday morning, a Jeff Gordon Sunday, I think. We'll see if he's got it. October 2007, that's a long time since his last NASCAR Sprint Cup Tour win. But I think he's on target today. Steve Letarte, crew chief, got a good pit position. Number one, Friday's rain cleared up, clouds moving through. We're going to have some good racing today. 4 hours of racing, maybe 4.5. Martinsville's a long, long day. And that might be part of the problem with the ratings, actually. I was thinking about this last night when I was going through some of the email, people complaining about low TV ratings. Maybe NASCAR's races at 3.5 or 4 hours are just simply too long for America's audiences today. Maybe what we need to do is make races shorter. And then I'm thinking, well, what about the people in the stands? And then I'm thinking, hey, why don't we take some of that stuff on Friday and Saturday, make it a Sunday doubleheader? Baseball does it. Might work out. We could have a nationwide race in the morning, cup race in the afternoon. In and out. Take a day off the weekend, save the crews some money, save the fans some money. I think it will work. Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy's got to catch him first, though. I think that's the way it's going to go. 1-2. Gordon, Johnson, and Johnson's going to be banging on his bumper just like Jeff was banging on Jimmy's bumper a couple of races ago up here. I think that's the way it's going to go down. Kyle Busch, well, I brought my hostage boots because I think that, well, I don't know if I'll have to eat them or not, but I don't think Kyle Busch quite has the touch for this racetrack. Don't think he quite has finesse. Blew a lot of tires last year. Went down to Rockingham Speedway to check out why. He says it's brake pads. Says he went to a new brake pad design. I don't know if that's the way to go or not. I think it's his driving style, to be perfectly honest. I think his driving style is a little bit ragged for this thing. I would suggest that Denny Hamlin is the guy out of the Joe Gibbs camp that's the guy to watch today. Won here last year. He's getting a little frustrated with all the stuff that's been going on. A little frustrated that he's not winning more. Of course, he came out of the box pretty hot when he joined the tour from out of nowhere, Southside Virginia. But cooled off. Good driver. Good crew chief, Mike Ford. Might just try a little bit too hard. When you start to press, talk to Jeff Gordon about this, things don't always go your way. But I'm just hoping for an exciting race. I just wanted to see somebody out there do something. That's one thing I like about Kyle Busch. He makes things happen. We were talking to Jeff Gordon the other day, asking him to compare Dale Earnhardt Sr. with Kyle Busch, and he did a double take and said, you can't be serious. Of course, we have only really had a year and a half of Kyle Busch to judge off of, but I think the guy's got a lot of talent. Gordon says he's got one heck of a lot of talent. Says he can put a car on the edge better than anybody's ever seen. He says Earnhardt never really put a car on the edge like that. Didn't have to. He says Earnhardt bullied his way around. Well, yeah, maybe so, but I think the crowds love that. There are no bullies out here anymore. NASCAR won't let you do anything like that. NASCAR won't let you do hardly anything. I believe, like Rudin Smith says, they should be a kinder, gentler NASCAR. look the other way. Let him turn the other cheek. Made it past another roadblock. Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson. 1-2, that's my pick. Denny Hamlin third. Maybe Kyle Busch can do something. But the question I have, what's going on in the Richard Childress camp and in the Jack Roush camp? Those guys have vanished. I think they've looked at the Dale Earnhardt Jr. situation and said, hey, we don't want to lose the championship before we even get out of March. And then we're going to see what we can get out of the Juan Montoya operation. That's Mr. Excitement, if you ask me. So we made it into the track. I tell you, Sunday mornings, they're kind of tough. I used to get up really early in the morning to come to the racetracks. And then I said, why bother? Traffic's going to be bad anyway. Got up at 2 o'clock in the morning one time to go see the first race at Texas. That was a good move. Today, heck, you don't even know when the track opens. You don't know what time the race starts. TV's got everything all screwed up. And speaking of TV, if I were David Hill, I'd be looking at those ratings and asking myself some questions. Are his guys doing the job? Now, I like Larry Mack, good guy. DW and I go way, way back. Jeff Hammond, hey, he's the guy that got me into scuba diving. And Mike Joy, he's been a solid guy. But there's something wrong with TV, I think. Maybe it's got too boring. I know the racing at times has gotten too boring. We shouldn't have that problem out here today at Martinsville. But I think maybe David Hill needs to shake things up. I'm not sure how. I think he needs to do some shaking up, or maybe his boss needs to do some shaking up. Fox, a 4.5 on Bristol. I know TV ratings are down across the board, and the NCAAs are down, and this and that and this and that. Hey, this is NASCAR. It's excitement. Let's make something happen. Mike Mulhern, Sunday morning, Martinsville, waiting for Jeff Gordon to get that first win of the season.